Have you ever thrown a greasy pizza box or a dirty yogurt pot in the recycling bin without a second thought?
We all know that recycling is a good thing to do. In Germany, 30 million tonnes of waste are produced every year, so it's important that we get rid of it carefully.
Today, we're talking about recycling and 5 ways in which you've probably been doing it wrong.
The first way in which you might have been recycling wrong comes back to those pizza boxes.
We've all ordered a pizza for a quiet night in. It comes in a handy cardboard box, which is made from paper, so you put it straight in the paper waste bin, right? Wrong. Lots of pizza boxes absorb grease and oil from our takeaway fast food, which can't be removed from the paper. Only clean paper can be recycled. When a greasy box gets mixed up with the clean recycling, the whole batch can be ruined and nothing at all can be recycled.
When you get takeaway pizza, you have to be really careful. Normally, the boxes have to go in the general waste bin, but if you tear off the greasy bottom and recycle the lid, that should be fine.
The second mistake you might be making is putting containers with food in them in the recycling bin.
If the container looks like it can be recycled, it's tempting to just throw the whole thing in the recycling bin. But whatever you do, don't put a half-empty yogurt pot or a can of fizzy drink in the recycling bin. Recycling plants can't recycle food, and sometimes the recycling workers even have to pick dirty food packaging out of the machine.
How clean your recycling has to be depends on where you live. Different countries and different areas have different rules. Some recycling plants will only accept a yogurt pot if it's completely clean. Others will accept it if there's still a little bit of yogurt in it after you have eaten it. It's best to look up the rules for your local area so you know exactly what to stop doing.
The third mistake people often make is putting disposable coffee cups in the recycling bin.
You might think that coffee cups are made of paper. If they were, then they could go in the recycling bin. However, many paper cups are actually coated with another material so that the cup doesn't get wet. This coating is often neither paper nor plastic and therefore can't be recycled.
Again, this can change from area to area, and some waste companies do take disposable coffee cups as recycling. It's best to look up the rules for where you live and take it from there.
The fourth way you could be recycling wrong is by not separating different materials.
Tin cans are a great example of something that can trip you up here. They often have a label on them, which is made of a different material from the tin can. Because different materials need to be recycled in different ways, you should always take that label off before you recycle.
If you're not sure whether a material can be recycled, look for the recycling symbol, the 3 arrows. Products also often have a number or a code on them which tells you more about how they can be recycled. You can check online to find out what the code or number means.
The final mistake you might be making is simple: putting batteries in the recycling bin.
Putting batteries in the recycling bin can actually be really dangerous. In many types of batteries, there are metals which can be very harmful for the environment. This is why batteries have to be put in special battery recycling bins, not any of your household waste or recycling bins.
Again, if you look at the website for your local waste disposal authority, it will tell you where these can be recycled. In some areas you can find special recycling bins for batteries at supermarkets or at electronic shops.
Recycling can be tricky, but as we all know, it's very important too. Just remember to pay attention to the way you recycle, because if you recycle wrong, you can actually cause a lot of damage.
Did any of these things surprise you? Let us know what you think about all this. See you next time!